Hi there, this is a video to go over the changes I have made since the last testing build in Mortem and what I have planned next. I have decided to compile the update into a video to try something new and to better demonstrate new features and systems that I have implemented in the new builds. First of all, you may notice from the background footage I have redone the whole world map. I wanted to have several biomes in the world of Mortem, but the original map that I made wasn't feasible, so I went back to World Creator and created a new height map and imported this back into Unreal Engine. The new biomes will include the starting area, which is generally a mixture of grasslands and forest, and then you have snowy mountains, canyons leading to deserts, and then the dark forest, which has little nasty creatures in there. Within these areas, my partner and I spent quite a lot of time designing and planning the world map and the lore of Mortem. With these plans in place, I started to place assets to get a feel for the locations. This was based on a first pass, and some of these areas include the main castle, the docks where your journey begins, small fishing villages, enemy camps and ruins. Next, I'll be focusing on detailing these areas in the first section, just to get the world map back to where the last map was. Although this decision has probably set me back a little bit, in the long run I think it'll be worth it because the story and the lore that I have set out for the game is better explained through different biomes and different locations of the world. The next topic is the new ability building system. I wanted to make something unique when approaching character progression, giving the player freedom to craft their abilities to match their playstyles, and unlock more skill components through weapon mastery. Let's have a look at ability crafting. As you can see, the UI is placeholder at the moment and is subject to change. So at the top you have 3 weapons you can choose from: sword and shield, two-hand and bow. I do intend to have 5. So let's create a skill. So for this example we'll create two-hand. This opens up the base abilities. These are essentially what the skill is going to do. So a couple of examples is you have deal high damage, a leg sweep which knocks the enemy to the floor, a shield break and disarm. So let's choose a leg sweep. Next you choose the method, and this is essentially how the skill is going to be delivered. So for this ability we have 4 choices. We can do it as a cleave, which is a cornel damage, a diving attack, powerful uppercut and a AoE whirlwind. Each have their benefits and cons, so obviously you can see here, like if you do the whirlwind you do an AoE but it does reduce damage, and the uppercut is a 30% increased damage change but it's single target. So let's choose uppercut. And then the final thing you can do is the skill power slider bar. Automatically it sets the skill power to 1, which costs 1 adrenaline. Abilities use adrenaline instead of a standard resource such as stamina, and you build adrenaline by hitting an enemy, and this builds per hit, and when you have a charge you can essentially use a skill. This power slider allows you to adjust how much adrenaline you want to spend in exchange for the effectiveness of the skill. So if we reduce this down to 0, the adrenaline goes to half and the damage is reduced. This is handy for abilities which don't need a lot of damage, such as slows, knockdowns, shield breaks, and so you're not wasting your adrenaline to use them. If you increase the skill power, this also increases the damage, and this has gone up to 150% damage, but it will cost all your adrenaline, which is 4 at the moment. But the trade-off is, after you've used all your adrenaline, you won't be able to use another ability until you build that back up through regular light and heavy attacks. For this example we will create a powerful uppercut. So we press build and go into the crafted abilities section. So here, this is where you equip your crafted abilities to the hotbar. Each weapon has its own hotbar and its own progression. So as you can see, the two-hand, we have our leg sweep, and we can equip that to hotbar key 1. With our new skill equipped, we can run up and hit this enemy and it should knock him to the floor. So in this example, I've equipped a quick shot with a slaw, a spread shot with exploding arrow, and then an aiming shot with a poison arrow, and then decided just to finish him off with a little headshot. Next up is the move to Character Creator 3. I wanted to have a realistic looking and visually appealing characters in Mortem. The current models and the processes behind customising them made them look, well, ugly. After my partner and I worked through the story and the lore, she set out writing the scripts and dialogues and noting what characters we need. She then set out creating characters for me to import into Unreal Engine. This software gives us much more freedom when it comes to character design and allows us to make memorable characters linked to the story that you'd want to interact with. I'm sure you will agree the new character models are a big improvement, and in the future I'll be linking these up with iClone to introduce voice acting. As well as these improvements, I have made several bug fixes that are noted on my Steam page. I am considering doing a devlog series, so if you like this type of video, drop a like and subscribe for future content. And until next time, have a good one.